G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with more Battle Brothers on Twitch. First thing to note, I've bought the extra DLCs. So it's probably going to give me a warning when I load this campaign from last time, Wolf Brother. It's probably going to warn me that some of the stuff is not going to be available. There we go. So things might be a little bit different if we die from this campaign. Where were we up to? First of all, we only have 414. No, we don't want to cancel that ambition. We only have 414 crowns. We have 10 men. Let's look at our lineup. So we've got 2, 4, 6 fighters up in front. Falchion with throwing spears, hatchet, short sword, mace or bludgeon, hatchet, and a reinforced flail. Backline, short bow, hunting bow. Oh, and you had cleaver. You got a short sword. I'm actually tempted to give that short sword to Dieter here. One of these short swords. I'm actually liking the short sword. And even though... G'day Conman, welcome back. I'm just debating what to do with my gear here. I'm actually liking the short sword, well, all swords actually, a lot in this game. Even though early on I felt that some of the other things, like, you know, the fact that axes can do damage to shields and bludgeons can knock out and flails can sort of go over the top of the shield, I don't find it all that reliable at doing a lot of those things. So I think I'm going to keep a couple of more of my guys in the front line just with short swords or any sword that I can get. Not so much cleavers. Cleavers are a slightly different story, but yeah. Yeah, I know there is the thing where you can use daggers to get armor from your enemies. I much prefer just to play that I want to kill them as quickly as possible. Oh, excuse me. A little bit tired. I've just finished work. I just want to kill them as quickly as possible. I don't want to be fiddling around with daggers, trying to, and surrounding someone with, 6 guys all wielding daggers just so they can get their armor. If their armor drops, great. If it doesn't, I'm not too worried. Instead, I just want to kill them quickly. And I find that's not as easy to accomplish when I'm using daggers. I've got 3 days worth of food. Let's see what this mission is before I do anyway. How are we doing for armor, actually? So, yeah, front line needs we need a little bit more armor in the front line just here, but apart from that, where it's sort of the minimum I like for my front line. Back line, again, is the minimum except for this guy. I'd rather not have a leather tunic. I'd rather have the thick tunic, or better, but it's not too bad. Actually, what I'm going to do with my lineup, I was looking what armor they've got here. They've only got another thick tunic, so that's no good. I can't buy any of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap that so that the archers on the outside have the slightly better armor. I'm trying to put, a lot of the time at the moment, I'm trying to put the better armor on the outside because the opponents do tend to want to flank a lot. And so by keeping the people on the flanks with the better armor, they tend to survive a little bit more. I also tend to give them the better weapons, whether it's ranged or whether it's melee. So, what's this mission? 2 skull mission. Caravan escort. Oh, yes, I love escort missions. Oh, boy. Whew. Excuse me, 1,000 gold. Okay. But it's going to be a long trip. It's 4 days to the north. I don't even know where it is. I so rarely have been attacked when I do caravan runs. So it will be interesting to see if this caravan gets attacked, considering it is giving me 1,000 crowns on completion. Only once have I actually been attacked while doing a caravan. No, I tell a lie, twice. But only one of those times was I getting paid per head of the people that I took out. And I'm not getting that here, so I certainly hope we don't get attacked, because I'm not going to get any of those bonuses. How many more days? I've got just enough coin. I might be almost on empty by the time we get there if this does actually take 4 days of travel. If it takes any more, I'm going to be in the red very briefly. What time is it here? 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I finished work about 15 minutes ago. Over there. We're going to get there. It's going to be less than 4 days. I love how these guys, when they give you these missions, half the time, they'll say, it's 1 day north and it's about 3 days north. This guy says it's 4 days north and it's only about 2. Easy money. Let's get into town before nightfall and see what they've got. An armourer, a marketplace. I don't know that I want to hire anyone else at the moment, although if I could find a couple of archers, that would be great. What I need to do, though, is really concentrate on money, and let's see if they've got any cheap armour. So there's nothing here. If I go to the actual armourers, though, there will be, but it won't be cheap. Tools and supplies are cheap. Arrows aren't, but I did notice there was 2 bows here, and they're not bad prices for bows. For short bows, anyway. What's the armour I've got? Anything decent in stock? Well, for definitions of decent, I just don't know that I want to spend about 600 bucks. Because if I did, I would take that padded leather and that leather lamellar. And that would be really good. Metal pauldrons and mail patches. Increase the durability of my armor, excuse me. No, I don't think I'm going to buy anything here. No, you know what? I will. I'll just buy that. The padded leather. So it's 80. So let's give. Oh, you've already got. Oh, you've got 90, right? And you've got 80. So then you're the worst armored here at the moment. So you can get that, and that means you can have that. So that's slightly better now. Yes, it is Thursday here. 4:15 on a Thursday afternoon. Right. I think that's enough for now. What's the mission? I don't really want to hire anyone unless they're archers. No, none of them guaranteed to be. I could make someone an archer, but that often turns out well. Brigands in the area. They set fire to the pub. Oh, gee. 530 crowns. Yep, okay. 5 off the brigands to the southeast. What have we got in there? Yeah, I live in the future. Don't ask me for the lottery numbers. I won't know them. Some brigand raiders. So that's 4 to 6. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. It'll be 6 because that's just the way things are. Whenever I see some. No! It's only... Well, it only looks like 4. Is there... Maybe there's more in the list down there, but... what do we got? I'm going to let... None of these guys have got ranged weapons. I'm going to let them come. So I'm just going to... Let my archers go to the end of the queue. End of the round before they attack. So now we have much better chances of hitting these guys. Who's got the weakest armor out of all of these? Both these guys have got really good armor but no shields. He's got, yeah, about the same. That's right, these are brigand raiders. These are, yeah. They're going to be heavily armored. Which, if they do happen to drop some armor, will be nice. What? Oh, because I'd already clicked something, I guess. Very good. Yeah, it does sort of look like they're coming down this way, so I might move that guy up there. And let's try and take out that shield. Let's move this guy to here so we can get just a close-up shot of the javelin. No, this guy should come down this way. Okay, let's move him in. Nice hit, very good. Let's move you in. Very good. I should have concentrated on that guy, although we hadn't hit him yet, so that's okay. And you can move into there. Very good. Now, let's move the archers up so that they can take close, quick shots. Let's move you to there. That was unfortunate. You can't really attack this, so let's try as quickly as possible. One down. Beautiful. Switch over to our falchion. Good, nice hit. Come down here and help with him. Actually, I should have tried to knock him out instead. Okay, you move in, and then you move in there, and let's take out him because he's the biggest threat at the moment. Sword. Very good. No, you can come there. Take a shot at him. Very good. Okay. Wonderful. Good. We domed him. Not gonna bother trying to... yeah, I might as well. Yeah, that worked very well, actually. Damn it, I knew he was our biggest threat right now, but there was nothing I could do to... Good hit. Well, it would have been better if it had killed him, but good enough. Yeah, go around that way. That's fine. Yep, you can go there. Damn it. He was one of my... I think he was one of my originals. That damn... Morningstar. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. Who was company from the very beginning? Oh, I lost the archer that I had who was from the very beginning. That's right. Okay. Well, a little disappointing, but, you know, picked up another padded leather and some good helms, some spare shields, and that's about it. Oh, that wasn't... No, that was this he was using. Yeah, the Morningstar. That's right. And some amber. That'll be nice. That'll be worth a little bit. Have I fought undead yet? Oh my god. Yes, I have. Well, it depends on which... I have fought multiple undead. There's the normal undead, like the ghoul type ones, or the I don't know what you call it, zombie type ones. Sorry, that keep popping back up. You knock them down and they come up again. And then there's also those other ghoulish things that eat the dead and become more powerful and heal themselves. And they're worse. They're even harder than the undead normally are. And then there's the ancient undead ones. They're not too bad, but they always have some semi-decent weapon and armor on them. So, yeah, I've come across a few of those. And I tend to run when I see them, because unless you've got a really big party... That was two of my frontline fighters that went down. Forgot to do levels. Okay. I was doing recover as a skill, which is useful, but I think I'm preferring to do fast adaptation. It just means whenever I miss, I can recover a little bit easier. And then I tend for my fighters, my frontline guys, my melee guys, to do melee skill, hit points, and fatigue. Sometimes, if they've got a good bonus in initiative, I'll take that. And every now and then, I'll bump things like melee defense or whatever. Yeah, all the different undead are just so scary in this game. Even, I came across some other thing that was like a Yeti type thing. It was just all teeth. It wrecked me big time. 2 of them took out a party of like 10 of us in no time at all, because they have this thing where they pick one of you up and throw you 2 spaces away, But I think in the meantime they also use that person that they throw to slam everybody else around them. And so that killed my party off. This is an archer, so I'm going to do his range skill, and then I'm going to do his fatigue. I'm tending not to do hit points. Instead, I'm doing initiative so that we can attack sooner. And we will do the same with this guy. Bullseye, so we get close combat easier, and then that, and then fatigue, and then initiative. Right, so my stash. I've got to give... so that's an 80, that's 90, that's 70, that's 50, that's 55. So let's give you that, and then let's give you that. That's slightly better. These guys don't have much in the way of headgear, so let's give them that. And oh, you get decent headgear too. So we're now all sporting semi-decent headgear in the front row. If this didn't have so much fatigue on every swing, that's the problem. I'm not wanting to use some of the heavier weapons just yet until my guys have higher fatigue. Like he's only got 84. Who's got the highest fatigue? 51, 73, 75. I think most of my archers tend to have the really high fatigues. Look at this, 109. He could wield this thing all day. I'm not going to give it to him, of course. But I am tempted to take that short sword off there and give it to him instead. That way we've got falchion, short sword, short sword, short sword. And I'll give you an axe instead. Because I'm looking at how much fatigue each of these weapons do, and I'm trying to keep the fatigue as minimal as possible so we can last as long as possible in the fight. Now, backline, we can get some more armor. We don't have any decent helms for anybody else. Oh, sorry, we're not going to repair that one. We're going to repair those helms. I'm not going to bother repairing the rest. I'll sell most of that, I think. So, no, I just don't think there's anyone there that I want to take into the party just yet. Let's just... Oh, 8's a really low number, though. Let's have a look at the marketplace, see what it's got. Those are cheap. We're getting rid of that and that, and the spears. And that. And that. So that's a nice chunk of money. I would take that hunting bow if I wasn't going to get anybody else. But there's no decent armor for anybody else. I can bring on one archer. Maybe. I'm running low on ammo, so I better get some more. Doing okay for food. I got to take a chance. Actually, what have we got in the way of frontline guys who could become archers? Nothing, really. 40 is about the minimum I would want. Maybe I could make him an archer, but he's also my best swordsman, so there's no way that I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to take a gamble. I'm going to have to pick somebody. So we've got a beggar. No. We've got a vagabond. We've got a flagellant and we've got a day. I'm going to try the day tailor. Let's see. Did we get lucky? 38 and 54. Not too bad. His initiative is... His fatigue is nice. It's 97. Yep, I'm going to make him an archer. We're going to give... Well, yeah, we're going to give you... javelins as well. Eventually all the front line is going to have javelins. I think we'll just do that. Space things out a little bit. You can have that and that. You can have that down there. You can have that set of arrows. And now we just need to get you a bow. And so what we will probably do is we will splurge on the hunting bow. even though it's a little bit more than I want to pay, we'll splurge on that and give that to one of the better. 45, 53, 59. Why have I not given you a hunting bow when you're clearly the best archer in the group? And then you can have that. And we're good. That's a pretty good setup. Okay, so then let's sell. That. And that. Keep the rest. And we have a 2-skull mission here. You only have to manually set... Okay, let me just pick this first and then I'll answer that question. So, Caravan Guards, wonderful. Except okay, so if we look at this, that is already set to be repaired because I'm wearing it. I'm actually using it. But if it's down here, if it's something that's down here in your stash, it won't be repaired unless you actually mark it or you move it on to somebody who's currently active. Right? So if someone's actively using it, they will repair it to get it up to the best quality they can. If you have other gear that's not being currently used and you need it, you want it to be repaired as well, then you need to specifically mark it that way. And at the moment, I'm only really doing that with shields or armor that I'm not using yet. Weapons, not well. If there's a weapon that I plan to use but I'm not using yet, of course I'll do it. But if it's stuff that I'm going to sell, I generally don't bother because you don't get very much money for selling equipment anyway. And the cost of repair items... Like, there is actually, I think, a mechanic in here that shows you. Oh, they're all repaired now. I think there is a mechanic that when you look at the item, up where it says worth 100, next to that it'll say repair cost, and it'll show you in gold how much you're actually spending to repair that. And if you look at it and go, well, 20 repair items costs me 200 gold. That means they're about 10 gold each. If it's going to cost me more than 10 gold to repair this item, I might not do it because it might not be worth it because I've got to get more repair items later, tools later to be able to repair other things. So I've got to be a little bit cautious. So I only noticed that repair cost thing recently, actually, so I don't know whether that's part of the extra DLC that I bought or if it was just always there and I wasn't noticing it. I don't know. Oh, that's right. This is the guys that jump over in the ditch. I always say haven't seen them. And someone wants to join me. Welcome to the Wolf Brothers. What's he like? What's he good at? Yeah. We'll put you in the front rank. You're not much good because you don't have much in the way of armor at the moment, and technically that hood that you're wearing is the most protective gear you've got apart from that shield, or including that shield. Actually, the shield doesn't even provide as much protection as that hood that you're wearing does. But once we... No, look, I can't do that. I can't have someone sitting in the front ranks with that little amount of armor on. So instead, we're going to do some swap-baroonies. There we go. Because this guy is less likely to be attacked because he's in the middle of the rank, that might work. I'll make sure that I keep this guy. Actually, do any of these guys have a weapon I would prefer to give? No, I'll keep the pickaxe on him at the moment, but it does use a lot of fatigue. No, I can't do this. I just can't. There we go. All sorted. Yes, I bought the DLCs last night. Couldn't help myself. Enjoying the game so much, had to get them as well. Oh, you don't want to fight us, brigands? Come on. Oh, no, you get taken out by that company, that's fine. Because we could take on 5 brigands, no worries. Anyway, well, we might lose 1, maybe 2 at the most. Okay, mid-afternoon. Let's have a look. A Fletcher. There is a mission, so I'm not going to complain about that. How can we be out of food? Weren't they supposed to provide our provisions? It says we've got 4 days worth of provisions. Something buggy going on there. Very buggy. Those are cheap, so I'm going to get them. Those are cheap, so I'm going to get them. And that's cheap, so I'm going to get that. And we need more armor. And that shield is cheap. Right, so you can now have that armor. And I think most of these guys have a spare quiver. We're actually just 1 spare quiver short now. Someone else in the front rank that I want to give. Javelins too. We can sell that. We can sell that. I am really concerned that the game is telling me I have a couple of days worth of food, but I can't see it. Unless all of my provisions just turned bad, I don't have... That says show all items, and then if I sort all of my items, no matter which sort button I use, it doesn't show any food. This is cheap, the cured venison. Now it's telling me I've only got 25 food. There was definitely something bugged there. Okay. Yeah, they must have just expired. There's nothing else I can think of as to why it would have done that. A hunter, a tailor, a lumberjack, another hunter, another lumberjack, and that's it. And they're all, except for the tailor, they're all really expensive. Looks very angry for a tailor, though. No, I'm not. I was so tempted to take him on, but I'm not going to. Okay. Brigands swarmed the wagon, off with all my good. Slaughter them. How much are you prepared to pay? 160 in advance and 630. I'll take that. Yeah, I know I need 12 brothers, but I'm not in any hurry to do that, to get that ambition. It just seems that the more brothers I have, the harder it is to keep them fed. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that for the moment. I didn't check here. Oh my god. More cheap quivers. I think I still needed one, didn't I? Yeah. I have 2 on everybody. But that's it. I'm not buying anything else. Even if there was something else that was cheap, but there isn't. Not cheap enough anyway to buy. Okay, let's go and see where these brigands are. Over here. These thieves. Some brigands and a few raiders. Damn it, that's a lot. Because that's potentially 6 thugs and 3 raiders. That could be up to 9 of them. Okay, well, we'll take the chance. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is sort of the minimum that I would expect, because some can be 4 to 6. So if it was 4 and a few raiders, and we've got thug, raider, thug, thug, thug. That's 4 thugs and a raider, 5 thugs, and there's one hidden opponent here. So there's at least 2 raiders and 5 thugs at the moment. Okay. Rather than taking long-range shots, I'm going to, well, not skip, but hit space to move into the back of the queue, so that they act at the end of the turn, and that way I can, and same with my Javelineers, that way I can get shots when the opponents are a little bit closer. And that was another thug. 2 raiders, and it was 2 raiders, wasn't it? No, only 1 raider so far. That's weird. I would have expected more. Because usually a few is 2 or 3, not just 1 to 3. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is 1 to 3. Oh, yeah, actually that might be accurate. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 1 more missing somewhere still. So that'll be another raider for sure. Because it can't, there's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thugs. And some can only be 4 to 6. So there's got to be another raider there. I'm going to just wait this turn with my axeman. And the same with, because no one has pole arms. So I'm going to wait with him, but let's concentrate on Mr. Axeman here. There we go, wonderful. And then he's got a shield, so he's going to be a little bit harder to hit. That's 2 down, nice and quick. Okay. No helmet, so that's why I'm going for him, because we might be lucky to hit him in the head, which will probably be a crit for those. There we go, that was probably a crit. That guy's going to be the hardest to take out, so I'm going to take him next. Oh, he's got a polearm, damn it. I knew there was a reason why I'd want to take him out. I'm not getting a good shot on him though. Ah, look at that. There's the other raider hidden in the grass. Okay, gonna get in close so we can... It doesn't negate this, but I don't want him moving any closer and attacking my archers in the back line. So I feel it's safer to move up. Considering this guy is the most armoured, I might move down there. That does leave that line a little bit open, but we'll see what they do. I'm going to take these two heavies out as quickly as I can. Now, to get the best use out of my archers, I really need to move them forward so that I still get a shot. They're going to have a better shot from around there, I think. Very good. Switch over to your short sword. And let's put you there. Do you have a shot on him? No, not really. 49 with 20, yeah. Wonderful hit. And the end of that go. Good, nice hit there. Good, he's almost down now. He's ready to go. Normally I wouldn't chase after this guy, but I think I'm going to. No, we're never going to catch him. It's over. And there we go. We took minimal damage. I think you took the most damage, 81, 42 and 13. Nice spread of XP. But we only got one level. What loot did we get out of that? Some paint for helmets. A decent helmet for the frontline guys. Another shield. Boar spear that I'm not going to use. A hooked blade that I'm not going to use. And a bludgeon I'm not going to use. The cloth we can at least sell. And let's see, no one's got any, yeah, they're all light wounds, that's fine, we can last another day. Level up, bullseye, and yeah, I did destroy them. I think that went quite well, actually, and that's surprising because it doesn't normally go quite that well for me in general. Back to the stash. Now, you don't have a decent helmet, so let's give you the nasal helm. Let's set that to be repaired. I'm not really sure. That said it could be used to paint many helmets, and it only painted one. Okay. Sort of wanted to paint all of their headgear just so that I could tell them apart on the battlefield in case we had... I don't know. I haven't never tried that before. That was part of the DLC, I think, the paints. I hadn't seen them before. Okay. Let's just camp up until dawn. Okay. Yeah, the armor patches are DLC too, I think. It's strange though, because it told me when I brought up this save that because it was an old save, I wouldn't have access to content from the DLC, and yet I do have access to the content from the DLC. So, a little weird, but anyway. Good gripper coin again. Let's get rid of those, and that, and that. That was bandages. That's what I wanted to say. Right. Plenty of food. See, now it says we got food for 6 days. There must have been something buggy going on, because I didn't buy 127 worth of food. Oh, we've got some from the guys we killed. That's why. Don't mind me. Right. Nothing there I want to buy. Have you brought your prices down at all, Fletcher, now that I've helped the town out? No, you haven't. Although those are slightly cheaper than they were. And considering the cost... I might give one of the guys axes rather than javelins. And you know what? It's expensive, but I'm going to do that. So, who's my third best archer? 47, 34, 38. You are. And then 33, 37, 30... Oh, you've already got some. So 34, 33. Yeah, that makes sense. Move that down to there, put that there. Right. And was there anyone here I wanted to hire? No, not at those prices. That was right. I didn't like the price on any of that. Okay, no more missions. Let's leave. What else we got around here? Sonheim, maybe. We haven't had a drink in the tavern for a while. Thank you, boys. 3 skull mission. I hope it's not too hard. I hope it's just a simple caravan mission. That would be wonderful. I had a caravan mission the other day, which was 3,000 gold, and nothing happened. It was, and I think it was like 160 gold up front and 3,000 for getting there, and it was a cakewalk. It was brilliant. Oh man, look at these cheap quivers. 2 of those, and I can hire another archer. Any gear? Feels like it's worth it to buy that thick tunic at the moment, but maybe not. I might hold off on that. It also feels like it's worth it to buy that bow and fix it up. Let's see what we got in town. That's not quite what I meant to do. I meant to go back to there and click on that. So we have a beggar and a tailor. Seriously. So he's going to have crap health, but he might be decent at other things. In fact, he might even have a decent range skill. Let's take a chance on this guy. We'll make him an archer even if he's crap at it. 41! He's better than half of our archers. Yeah, we're buying... We're buying that, we're buying that, and we're buying that. And that's it, because I can't afford anything else at the moment. But that's okay. So you can have that, you can have that, and you can have that. There we go. Actually, 47, 53, 59. Good. Just making sure we didn't have someone with a lower range skill than the 41 using one of the hunting bows. I feel like I should have, say, hunting bow there, maybe there. Let's just swap it around a little bit. Our newbie in the middle so that he's not quite so vulnerable. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move those. I think these two are mine. Oh no. It's just something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just sell that sackcloth, and we're good. Were there missions here? That's right, there was a 3 mission. Oh god, no. Beasts come in the night, take lives, most of our cattle are dead. This is not going to be good. What's it worth to you? 1,300 crowns. Okay, this could be really bad. Where are the beasts? Over this way. Like, if I'm lucky, it'll just be unlucky. It's just games. Although 6 of them is going to be a chore. This is going to be fun. And on this terrain as well. No, actually on this terrain it's not too bad. I'm going to do... Wow, 2 doors. Most of them are going up that way. You've got a hunting bow. You're getting up there. Maybe get you up there, then you're at least up on the higher ground. Worth a shot. You just have your plain axe. We're going to wait here. They've got to come from the higher ground down to us. So let's shield wall up. There. Should shield him as well. Forgot they'd be able to come around the back that easily. What have we got? Frenzied and a normal dive. Let's take out the frenzied first. Lose him. In this because I'm not didn't mean to do that. Actually, I think I would have better shot him than anything. I think I just exploited the AI there. There's probably no way that he normally could have made it all the way there, but there was nowhere else for it to stop him because he couldn't go down there as well as up. Maybe, maybe not. It just feels like he just did a massive leap then, more than he should have been able to. My guys up here are not having much luck attacking that. Hop down there. Get over there so that you can help me with that guy. There's only the two left. I think we can do this. There we go, one down. I'm going to chance that shot. Almost killed my own. I'm surprised I got out of that with only losing one person. Because 6 dire wolves is never an easy task. He did get his bow back though, which is very, very good. Let's see. Let's give you that bow. And nobody lost shields, which is good. Let's close up ranks a little bit more, and we got some levels. Your front line, you can have Executioner, and you can have that, and you can have those two. You fast adaptation, you can have that, and those two. Fast adaptation. And nobody in the back line. What injury have you got there? Leg muscle pierced. Light wounds. Really need to get to a town. Do they have a temple there? No. Keep their spirits up. sell that, but nothing else at this point. Oh, look at that cheap quiver. 28. I don't really need extra quivers though, but... And even that bow, even though it's damaged. We need more tools and supplies. It's a bit dear, but we've got a bit of cash to spend, so we'll do that. We've got 5 days worth of food, that's good. I don't really need to worry. Yeah. Medical supplies we're doing good on. I've never really run out of medical supplies. I don't think I've even ever had to buy any more medical supplies. But maybe that more says on how long I last before my party gets killed. No more missions there. Ooh, Crypt of the Elder. No, thank you. Let's just... We got 4 more days worth of food. That's fine. Let's go to Hagamoose. Whatever it's called. I must look into modding this game. One of the mods I would like to do is to be able to, like, change the name of all the cities that it uses in the randomizer. And I've got nothing against it, but these are all very German names. Not surprising, the developers are German. But I'd like to do something like, say, pick a whole bunch of town names from Forgotten Realms, from Faerun, and use those as the names. But I'm probably not going to do that. Not anytime soon, anyway. Why does nobody have any decent armor around here? I can probably afford another hunting bow if I want it. Let's see if I can get someone else. Oh man, I wish these hunters weren't so goddamn expensive. Even this lumberjack. And look at this one, 1200. It's like... I don't want... I want another archer. I'm going to try Burke. He's going to be a Burke, and he's not going to be worth it. What have we got? 48 and 37. He's got a high initiative. Excuse me. And he's got semi-decent fatigue. It might be worthwhile adding him back in as an archer. I mean, he's not going to be great at it because he's... I just need some armor for him now, and we'll put him in the middle of the line somewhere. But I'm still thinking about buying that hunting bow as well. Was there anything here? No, look at that. Not a stitch of actual protection. We'll take that hat. We won't give it to him. We'll give it to someone else, but we'll take that hat. We'll take that bow. And there weren't any missions in this town, which is a pain. So we can go somewhere else and we can try and find... Those guys weren't starting at a higher level. Oh, that one's level 2. And that one's level 2. But this one here, Roger, why is this lumberjack 1290 and 15 a day when he doesn't start at a different level? I can understand that these guys start at higher levels, although I haven't tested that yet. I'm not sure if that means he starts at level 2 or he starts with 2 extra levels, meaning he starts at level 3. But this is the one that amazed me. I didn't understand why Roger is worth 1290 to buy when he's a first level. even like Alric comes with a two-handed axe, a woodsman's axe. It's better than the hatchet that Roger's using. And he comes with armor. Roger just comes with a linen shirt. So, very strange indeed. What have we got? Why did I make you an archer when you've only got 25? Wow. Okay. I had no choice. Oh, you've already got one of those. Let's give that to you instead, which means you can then have... So you've now got more protection on your head than you do on your body. Okay. Where can we go from here? Let's go overland to Freeland Fest. Whatever. You'd think I'd be better at pronouncing these German names, because I actually took German in high school. The problem is, that was 30 years ago, and I don't remember much of it. Well, I do. I remember a few sayings in German, but I don't remember a lot of the pronunciation, rules, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, what do we got here? There was that temple, and I wanted to fix up his repair, so that's good. Training hall I never use. Weaponsmith, armourer. You're just going to have stuff that I can't afford because it's all brand new. It's all high end. I mean, depending if there's any decent missions coming up, I could probably afford that padded. Heraldric shoulder plates. Wow. Cripple, caravan hand. That's actually not a bad price for a caravan hand. Squire, day tailor, whatever it is. Tailor, deserter, miller, adventurous noble, militia, and that's it. I'm going to take 270 though. And no missions. No, I'm not going to do it. There's no missions available here. I can't justify spending money. I can justify spending that to give my archer some armor. Two-handed wooden flail. Okay. What is my map seed? That's a good question. There we go. CDNOYKTLTN is my map seed if you want to play it. If you didn't write that down quickly enough, this VOD will be up on Steam, on YouTube sometime tomorrow. So, okay, so there's brigands outside of town. We haven't had a chance to go and give everyone their shave recently. So who are the people that don't have the right hairstyle? There we go. Or facial hair, that is. No, we've got to go back. There we go. Much better. Right. Nothing there I'm interested in. Get rid of that, I never use it. We got 2 more days worth of provisions. What I'm going... Oh, hang on. A mason. A mason. Yeah, I'm going to take him. sort of regret it already. I don't have a weapon for you. I'm going to put you in the back line for the in the reserves for the moment, and we're going to go and take on these bandits. These brigands. Some brigand raiders. 5. Come here. Let's see if we can get some loot out of this. Wait. The raiders sort of all got gear. Want that guy dead as quickly as possible. And no one can hit him with the broadside of a barn. That's better. And that. And that. I was going to go up on here. But, you know, I'm feeling like going there and then trying to finish him. You can get up on there. And then shield up. You can get up on there. And almost kill him. Yes! Now this guy, because that flail is going to hurt as well. Oh, I didn't notice you had throwing weapons. Get rid of that buckler so he's got less protection. Can I get a decent oh, I can get a decent shot. Damn it! Work calling. Tony speaking. Not too bad, what's up? Okay, I have to really quickly finish this fight and have a look at something for work because unfortunately I'm on call. Let's go see. Let's take this guy out if we can. Switch to your backup weapon. Beautiful. Switch to your weapon. You. You can switch back to your bow. Not that you're going to get much of a chance to use it, I don't think, because you can't get a decent. Oh, you can get a shot at him. Beautiful. Yes, I work in IT, which is why we have been able to remain working through all of this. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take a shot with that. Oh, I should have moved him forward and shot from there, damn it. If I move you to there, you will have a sneaky shot over the shoulder. If I move you to there, you will have a sneaky shot over the shoulder. I move you to there. And you to there. Get up on there, does that help? It does, but there's a chance I can hit my own guy, but you know what? I'm going to risk it. Yeah, we missed anyway. No, that's too much of a chance. But I did say if I move to there, I can do that quick shot, and then if you move to there, next round you'll get a shot. And that, of course, assumes there's going to be a next round. Right. No armour, but yeah, not bad loot. Apart from that, stuff to wear, stuff to keep as a backup, stuff to sell, and maybe stuff to use. So I'm just going to head back to the town, not that it really matters. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave that here. So thank you for joining me for this. I will probably come back and stream in an hour or so, maybe. It depends on how long it takes to fix this problem, if I can fix it. Otherwise, I might be back tomorrow night instead. So thank you for joining me, and goodbye.